I got you with the title, didn't I? All right, let me stop trolling. But in this video, I want to talk about 3 key takeaways since going to the gym that I have applied, that I've taken away from the gym and applied to other aspects of my life. Just wanted to get into that because I feel like a lot of people downplay what going to the gym is, but there's a lot of good benefits that come out of it. So let's go ahead and talk about it. But yeah, so for the first one, the first key takeaway for me is consistency. Consistency has not been the best thing for me. I've not been that good at it, or not been good at applying it within my personal life. But ever since I started going to the gym and been on my gym journey, I've seen that consistency slowly get better, because obviously for most people, the hardest part, the biggest challenge when it comes to going to the gym is consistency. It's tough because you get off work, you're like, dang, I'd rather do this, I'd rather do that. I don't want to go to the gym. So I definitely understand that. Trust me, I still go through that till this day. You know, I want to go 4 to 5 days a week. Sometimes it's 3 to 4. Sometimes, depending on how lazy I really am, you know, it's hard to even get to 3. It all depends on the week. I ain't gonna be at my best every week, but I will do my best to show up at least maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But the goal is always gonna be 4 to 5. But anyway, yeah, so most people struggle with consistency. So I've noticed ever since I started going to the gym that I've done a lot better at being consistent. And that goes with not even just going to the gym. I've applied that in my personal life. When it comes to work, I'm not very good when it comes to consistency with my pitches and things of that nature. So I've gotten more consistent with pitches because I do sales. And consistency with trying to communicate with coworkers and things of that nature. I have a work from home job. So I'm already a very laid back kind of introverted person. So communicating to people through a video chat or trying to hype up sales in our group chat is not me. I could care less about any of that. But I've been doing a lot better at being consistent with things such as that, with personal things in my life, staying on top of just, you know, soccer, and just, there's a lot of things that I'm just doing. I'm just being a lot more consistent at, and I'm honestly proud about that. That's why I really wanted to get on here, and because it kind of just hit me when I was at the gym the other day. I'm like, man, let me think of some great things that I've taken away from the gym and applied to other aspects of my life. And consistency was definitely number 1 on the list, because like I said, I believe that is the toughest challenge when trying to go to the gym, because a lot of people think they can go in there, be motivated, because I always say motivation only take you so far. Be motivated, and then you see them fall off after a couple weeks, sometimes after a month. But yeah, consistency is definitely top of the list. All right, so let's talk about the second one. The second one is going to be discipline. That's another key takeaway. Discipline. I'm not gonna lie, it's a close second with discipline, because the gym helps me with discipline, because I have to be disciplined enough to, I guess, stay on my grind. Yeah, I gotta be disciplined enough to stay on my grind and stay locked in. Because for me, boy, I can't stand cardio. Oh my goodness, boy. Cardio has always been one of those things. I played soccer all my life. Cardio has always been one of those things I just naturally had, because I played a sport or played other sports that just require good cardio. So it's never an issue. But running for fun or running just to run, oh my goodness. Like when my dad put me in track, oh my goodness. I was doing the long distance racing. I was good at it, but I didn't like it. I didn't like running to compete. I didn't like running for fun. It's never been, I could never wrap my mental around it to get through it. It's always, if I'm playing basketball, soccer, football, chasing some type of ball, there was never a thought process behind it, because you're just out there doing what you're supposed to do. But at the same time, building that stamina, getting your cardio in, right? But cardio has always been a challenge for me. So staying locked in, staying disciplined, when I can show up to the gym every day, every time I go to the gym, I get my cardio in. I do not miss a day of cardio, whether it's the Stairmaster, whether it's jogging on the treadmill or walking on the incline. Those are my main type of cardio. So I stay locked in on that, stay disciplined when going to the gym. I'm not over here half-assing sets. I'm doing my sets properly. And you know, if I fold on a set, I stop, rest, and then get back to it. So that's a major key, a major takeaway that I've added even to my personal life. So when it comes to discipline, waking up early. If y'all may not know much about me, but I cannot stand waking up early. I hate it. I only do it because the bag requires it, and the bag is obviously what's getting these bills paid. But waking up early, not for me. Just not. I've never been that guy. I'm definitely more of a afternoon, maybe even late afternoon type of wake up guy. It just fits my schedule better because I'm a night owl. So that's probably why. But waking up early, locking in at work, because I don't know, for me, mentally for the past couple months, maybe it's sales fatigue, but it feels like I have one foot already out of the door with my current job, and I'm looking to transition into something else, and I've just mentally just not been there. But getting back into the flow of the gym has kind of got my mental state back to where it's like, all right, we showing up, even though you don't want to be here, you locking in, you pitching to everybody, you getting your sales numbers, you slowly meeting your goals, and that's where it's at. I've been disciplined with making sure this apartment gets cleaned every Sunday. Been disciplined and staying on top of the fact that I got to get schoolwork done. I can't, because man, when we talk about school, I've always been one of those people where I'm hot, I'm ready to go. I feel like this is probably a lot of people. I'm hot and ready, you know? Hot and ready when the semester start. We good. We on top of it. Assignments getting turned in early. That don't exist. After the second half, once you hit spring break and then after, oh, that's when the fatigue set in. Nigga don't want to be there. The fall off is crazy. I mean, the fall off is ridiculous. So for me, the gym has helped with that. I'm not gonna lie, because I've been on my gym journey for a while now, but I will say I still crank it out through the towards that latter half of the semester. I've been getting a lot better, and I've just been slowly seeing these things that I would have never noticed, obviously, until I started opening up my mind and just paying attention. But I'm seeing the gradual gains, and I think that's one of the big things with the gym. It's a slow, steady process, and a lot of people want something right now, and that leads into the next one. So the next one is no longer seeking instant gratification. Unfortunately, where we are in our society right now, the big component of instant gratification, the one pushing it, is social media, because a lot of people are on social media. And when you see celebrities with the designer fits, you got the Prada, the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton, the Chanel, it's like, dang, I want that. Some people are like, I need that. Some people are willing to sacrifice getting the rent paid or more important bills just to get that designer bag or the designer shoes, the designer clothes, whatever Future got on. I need that. I need to pull up in that fit so I can show whoever off there I'm on that type of time. In my opinion, rarely does it work, because the thing about the reason you bought the fit is because a person like Future is that influential. But at the same time, there's a reason he can put that fit on, people notice it, and people want to buy it because he's just that nigga. And he built himself up to be that. So you going out there and buying it is not going to give you that same type of aura that you think you're going to have. But that's the mind games that they play with you. That's why a lot of these designer companies work with these big celebrities, because they know people are going to go out there and buy it. We all guilty of it. It is what it is. My guilty pleasure is shoes. I'm a sneakerhead. It's not even based on if somebody wore it or not. It's just I'm gonna buy sneakers because as a kid, my family ain't really want to spend that much money on sneakers. And now that I got my own bread, I'm going crazy. But anyway, But yeah, so the instant gratification. Now, it also leads into the luxury cars. You got to get the Mercedes, you got to get the BMW, you got to get the Audi, all those different types of brands. And that's being pushed heavily through social media. And I feel like going to the gym has really helped me in my personal life kind of take a step back and realize it's okay. You don't need that now. You can set that on your whiteboard as a future goal, but it's not something you need now. Relax, calm down. It will come. Because a lot of people put themselves in that. A lot of people don't realize, but that instant gratification has a lot of people in debt, has a lot of people buying things that they actually cannot afford and making sacrifices in areas that aren't even necessary because you want it that badly. And the gym has taught me that it's a slow, steady grind. When you are hitting your goals and trying to get your dream physique, I feel like a lot of people are motivated. And like I stated earlier, motivation can only take you so far. And that's why a lot of people fold and crumble when they go to the gym. You know, new year, new me, and then you out of the gym by the end of the month. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people go into try and get into the gym culture and expect that they're supposed to be to see some drastic changes or drastic transformation within a couple weeks, maybe even within 1 to 2 months. That's not how it works. Unless obviously everybody's body's different, and depending on what type of exercises you're doing, and along with your body's, your genetics, you may see results faster than others. But the average person, it's going to take you some time before you see those results. And that is helping you and helping me show you that instant gratification, it's okay. It's okay. It's going to take time. And that grind, that consistency, that discipline, ultimately, you just apply that to real life. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty I would say I could take away from gym culture. And the key takeaways from just being in the gym space is it's okay to take your time and realize that you're not going to reach your goals overnight. It is going to be a slow, steady process, but you got to enjoy the journey while you're on it. Because being miserable is what's going to make you not want to keep going. It's going to make you not want to show up anymore. And you're going to go back to what you were before when you got on, because you started that gym journey for a reason, whether it's to get that dream physique, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's to battle your mental battles. You're tired of battling those alone. People get into the gym, get into the gym for many different reasons. But whether those reasons are different or the same doesn't matter. You all come out with a lesson learned. And I feel like, for me, there's so many different benefits that you could take out of it. But personally, it's mental, physical, and then depending on the type of person, even emotional growth. Because a lot of people do go to the gym to just, especially males, to just let all those emotions out, because you don't really have anybody to talk to, or if there is somebody to talk to, they're not receiving it and providing proper guidance or proper support. So it's like, I'd rather just go to the gym and let this all out, and you just feel 10 times better. So that's the 3 I really wanted to hit on. I'm curious if you are into the gym space. Do you have any takeaways? Do you have any takeaways that you have gained and now unknowingly or consciously have been applying to other aspects of your life? I would love to hear about it. But yeah, if you could drop it in the comments, I appreciate it. Other than that, take it easy.